Settle down, class. You're all here to learn, and I'm here to teach. Alright, Samantha, good to see you again, Derek. Anthony. Okay. Interesting to see you here. Okay. Alright, Sarah. Fuyuki. Hannah, you're the Archdruid's daughter, are you not? Well, if you don't want to be here, I won't tell your mother. None need to be forced to learn in my clearing. And who do we have here? You're a new face. Care to introduce yourself? Fascinating name. I hope you enjoy your time in my class. I've none of the uppity tendencies of those who call themselves masters of the spirits. I also won't tolerate anyone thinking they are superior to anyone else here for any reason either. We are all equals in this circle. Rely on one another to supply the experience you may lack and gift your experience in return. Excellent question. Spirit magic is largely believed to be what the spiritualists claim it to be. In fact, it has two parts. The spiritual contract, which is the magic you all applied for, and subsequently failed. That magic has strict requirements simply for entry due to its volatile nature. What those pompous windbags don't like to tell anyone is that of those that have the aptitude for spiritual contracts, nearly a quarter of them die. Perhaps more. I do not know precisely. I was getting to that. The other part of spirit magic is that of spiritual essence. With enough practice and dedication, phantasms can be just as powerful as a master spiritualist. You are full of questions. I enjoy that. It has been a long time since I've seen such enthusiasm to learn. Many of the faces you see here have been taking my classes for a few semesters now. They claim they learned something every time, but the questions have dwindled away. It will be both frustrating and a joy to be your teacher then. A never-ending stream of questions will eventually wear down even the most resilient of roots. Luckily, it never hurts the class to review the basics, so all of your questions shall be instrumental in helping me teach today. You are more new to the subject of spirit magic than I first thought. I am a Dryad, a creature of the forest that has been embraced by the eternal arms of the Mother of the Woods. That is a long-winded way to say that I am not human. I grew within the forest as a species separate from your own. Elves often interact with my people. As Amelia has pointed out, I am getting off topic. To learn more about my people, perhaps take the Forestry Studies 101 class? Yes, there are many non-magical classes to take. We teachers are, union of sorts that wish to spread knowledge to those outside the Spiritualist Academy. Those without magic deserve an education as much as those who possess it. I'll get you a list of teachers at the end of the class. I will even help you get in contact with them. That offer extends to each and every one of you. Do not limit your education to only spiritual essence. Perhaps with some new knowledge, you will unlock the potential you all seek. All right, I will stop nagging you all. Even though it would benefit every one of you. Especially Derek. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, thank you. Phantasms can be just as powerful as any spiritualist, with enough dedication and practice. This is because a spiritualist's power is capped by the spirits they have under their command, by how many spirits they can handle as a result, and by how powerful those spirits can be. Excellent question, Samantha. Many of the spiritualists that you see performing work around the land are the most powerful of their order. You will rarely see the ones that can only handle, say, weak spirits or only one spirit, as they are seen as an embarrassment to the order. If you master the lessons here, those kinds of spiritualists will be rather easy for you to overcome. That's an easy one to answer. Phantasms have no limit on their power. We are primarily limited by the amount of preparation we do as well as the quality of that preparation. Preparing one hex is rarely enough to decide the battle in our favor, and many poorly made hexes will result in the same issue. I will explain what a hex is in a moment. First, I should be clear about the differences in the two usages of magic. In my scatterbrained excitement, I forgot to divide them into clear distinctions. Spiritualists obtain their power by making a contract with a spirit. Any of the many that are around us each and every day. That contract can vary and primarily depend upon the, for lack of a better term, magical strength of the spiritualist to maintain the contract until its fulfillment. I was getting there, Derek. I know you have been a part of this class for a long time, but you do not need to interrupt me. I am not bothered by their interruptions. I'm bothered by yours since you well know all of the material in this class and only take it to get away from your overbearing brother for a few hours. You've made it clear you have no interest in learning in my clearing. Enough. Begone from this clearing, Derek of Depth's Merch. Scamper back to your brother for today and return tomorrow with a desire to learn. Or else. There. That should be enough to make him want to learn or put up with his brother. I will be happy either way. I am sorry to say that those abilities did not come from my grasp of spirit essence. They are natural talents that all Dryads can draw upon while they are within their home forests. You are determined to forge ahead, dear student. Please, let me at least explain what spirit essence and phantasms can do that sets them apart from spiritualists. Can you hold your curiosity until that is accomplished? Excellent. Now, as I said before, a spiritualist is limited by the spirits they can tame and how many they can tame. Depending on their magical strength as well as their wit, a spiritualist can be powerful within the confines of their contract. On the other hand, a phantasm has no such limitation. I'm almost to my point. Phantasms are only limited by the material they gather, their imagination, and the time they spend preparing. This is because phantasms use the spiritual residue left behind by a spiritual contract, contacts, and the like. This is because spirits are always shifting and changing. Even rock and earth spirits, though much more slowly in their case, leaving behind bits and pieces of themselves that radiate spiritual energy. Exactly! This is the material we gather and base our abilities around as phantasms. A vast majority of your time as a phantasm will be spent collecting this residue. The rest will be spent refining it into a usable form for your potions, hexes, and talismans. I did say I'd get back around to what a hex is. See? This is why patience is a virtue. Good things come to those that wait. All right. I deserve that one. I do tend to spread my roots out a little too wildly instead of coiling them around the subject I should be focusing on. I am getting on with it. I'm an old Dryad, even if I don't look it. Forgive me for my bark not bending the way it used to. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, hexes. A phantasm can refine the spiritual residue into three things: potions, hexes, and talisman. Each has a specific function, but if you carefully prepare enough of each, you can do things even a spiritualist can't. You are all very impatient today. Maybe I should end class early and leave you all hanging until tomorrow. It would at least guarantee our newest student returns with all their wonderful questions. Fine. I will tell you what a hex is and what it does. Hexes are an external expression of a phantasm's power. By breaking the hex's receptacle, you can create a fireball or an illusion, or cause the ground to shake. The strength and what happens when you use a hex is entirely dependent on two things: the residue you use and the amount of preparation you put into making it. Seems our time is up for today. I will see you all back here tomorrow, where I will explain what talisman and potions can do for a phantasm. Goodbye. Goodbye. Hello. I just wanted to stop by just before you left. I do hope you enjoyed the class today and return again tomorrow for following lessons. It has been many a semester since I've had an inquisitive mind like yours in my clearing. It warms my leaves to have you here. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Until tomorrow, seedling, Mayhaps you'll bloom far beyond the rest of my wayward students. I look forward to seeing your growth. Hiya, Saki here. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope that I was able to bring you some happiness, peace, and comfort. If you want to support me on Twitch, feel free to. I stream about every day. You can also subscribe to the YouTube channel. That would make me really happy. You can also find me on Patreon, Discord, or Twitter. Thank you so much for everything you guys do for me. I really, really appreciate it. Now, take care. Mwah.